So I'm Michael Finnigan from an organisation called Eye to Eye, which means impossible to inevitable.
Right, I think you just touched base on the event today.
We've had a fabulous event today. We've had quite a few entrepreneurs here, business people looking at how they can be better at what they do, and we've hopefully given them some advice. I've actually also tasked them to go away and do some exercises, which I know they'll get tremendous benefit from in terms of the long-term applications of some of the psychological principles that we advocate. So it's been a brilliant event, inspirational for everybody, not least me. I've really enjoyed myself.
And I think you just touch on some of the points that the people around the table made today.
Yeah, so I think the main thing was to remind people that what you need here is a long-term vision for what it is you're trying to achieve, and it's so easy in business to be brought into today. You know, how do we get through today? Frank over lunch talked about a lot of people being in business just to survive. His phrase was just to keep the lights on. Now we understand that, don't we? We understand the need for that and why that's important, but people don't get into business to keep the lights on. They get into business to achieve their dreams and help other people achieve theirs. So it's so easy to lose your focus. So we spent a lot of time today talking about the importance of retaining that focus on the long-term reason for getting into something, and then staying true to that no matter what the world is throwing at you and how difficult it is, but keeping your eye on the long term and the inspirational reason why you got into business in the first place. That's what we've been talking about, and I think people have really enjoyed it.
That's brilliant. What advice would you give somebody who's starting up to be an entrepreneur, and how did you start from the beginning to the end, like to your point where you are now to be inspirational with? Yeah.
That's a great question. I actually started because I was inspired by someone, but when I started, I think like all entrepreneurs, and here's my advice as well, is that I wouldn't have started just to build a little business. You know, just to replace my income that I had from working in the bank. That wasn't what I started it for. I started it to achieve something amazing and to build something that had never been built before, which was an international business which would help people understand how to psychologically get themselves in the right mindset to achieve whatever it is they set their minds to. That's why I started, not to keep the lights on, not to just get through to the end of the year or to pay the bills next month. That wasn't what it was about. And so my advice is to people, how much time do you really then spend reminding yourself every single day, why is it I got into this? My long-term plan for my business is on my phone. And the reason it's on my phone is because it's accessible. And that means that when I'm sat in a waiting room or sat on a train or whatever, I can just get my phone out, and if I ever need to, I can remind myself what it's all about. And it's so important that you as a business performer remind yourself why you got into it. So what my advice is to create that long-term plan. And I'll say to people, get a 25-year vision for what you want your business to stand for and what it wants to have given you and what you want to achieve, and then keep it on your phone and read it every day. And the more often you read it, the more inspired you'll be and the smaller your problems will feel. That's the advice. Do that, everyone, and things will change.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.